Thank you so much, Mr. Chairman, Madam Ranking Member. I am thrilled to be on the Appropriations Committee and on this subcommittee. To our witnesses, thank you all so much for sharing all of this great information with us. I get to represent Fort Bliss. It is a premier installation, and the 3D barracks that were printed on Fort Bliss are really exceptional, and was proud to be on site for different components of the project. And I'd like to invite any of my fellow committee members who'd like to come and see them to join me at Fort Bliss so you can take a look firsthand at the quality of the work. We are all wanting to find as much efficiency and savings as possible. I've been so alarmed and concerned about the way that it's being done right now by the president and his buddy, Elon Musk, with the mass firings of watchdogs and people with key important experience. I think that costs us money in the long term. It doesn't save us money. But the conversations happening in this committee right now are what could actually save us money. If we take the information that we learn here and actually put it into action. And we have data from our district, from Fort Bliss, about the MilCon projects there. And they are one example of where this subcommittee really could find some key savings. Many of the military construction projects, and this is true across the country, end up costing anywhere, in El Paso, our data shows, from 68% more than what's happening locally to 500 times more than what is happening locally. When we compare housing built at our local university, same square footage, kind of same parameters, to barracks construction, the cost differential is shocking. So there are huge opportunities for us to change things up, and you all have given us some good examples. I think among those opportunities, we can require comparative market analysis for all facilities improvement plan projects. We could empower a privatized housing partner to build barracks, as an example. We could establish major construction intergovernmental service agreements with local governments, as an example, but 3D printing is another critical example. So, Mr. Morrow, would love to dive in a little bit on this with you. What kind, or actually, you know what, I'm gonna skip to the second question that I was planning on asking you, but what latitude do you think installation commanders need in order to utilize more 3D printing for things like barracks or for other construction projects? When I was on site after the ribbon cutting, I asked the folks there, same question. What were the impediments? What are the areas of opportunity where we can expedite this more? What do we need to do in order to make more projects like this successful and possible?
Thank you, Congresswoman. That's a great question. So our installation commanders and our garrisons are the requirements generators for all of the MilCon projects that eventually come to the Corps of Engineers or to NAVFAC for execution. So it really starts with, what are their requirements on site, and if they can shape those to be conducive for innovative technologies. So a lot of it has to do with, multi-story construction is going to be more problematic. The mass timber has its limitations on how large a building, but there's nothing that prevents them from, creating a campus environment or something slightly different. So again, what we encourage people to do is be as performance-oriented in developing those requirements as possible and not as prescriptive. And when you do that, then it opens up opportunities for new ideas, innovative technology, et cetera. And I did just recently meet with our construction field team out of the Fort Worth district. Tremendous set of exemplary professionals. So thank you for those kind words.
Thank you. I'm out of time, but I think it would be important at some point to hear from all of you. What are the barriers to making sure we move on this opportunity quickly so that we can focus on eliminating those barriers? Mr. Chairman, I yield back.